Good afternoon. This is May 7th, and this is our 2023 challenge. Our cardio goal is to get in a set amount of steps every day this month. For me, it's 15,000 steps Monday through Friday, and then 11,000 Saturday and Sunday, because I'm usually a little bit more busy on those days, and it's harder for me to get my steps in, so mine is 11,000. So you can set it for whatever amount is good for you. I've been doing, for strength, 3 days a week is with weights, and the other 3 days is body weight exercises. And so I alternate those, and Sunday is my day off. I try to give myself a rest day, but I still always aim to do my get in my steps. My cardio isn't running and power walking as much on my weekends off, or my one day off. But I also am doing yoga, so probably do about a 10-minute yoga. Guess kind of depends on on how things are going, and sometimes I go over and sometimes I don't quite get there, so I'm looking at what time it is, so hopefully I can do that. I'm going to start off with the forward bend. So as you stand, you just keep your feet together. You lean forward from the hips as far down as you can get. You try to touch the floor with your hands. If you can't get all the way down, just go as far as you can. And as you're breathing, try to go a little further in all the different stretches that we would do. So we're going to just come down, and I hold each thing for 30 seconds. Come down, touch the floor. Okay, we're going to try to do our tree pose. So that is single foot balance. And if you've seen any of my videos, you know I'm not always real steady. So I do encourage, if you are the same way, if you need to hold on to something, even if you have to do it the whole time, I usually have to just to get myself steady. But let's see. Ooh, that time I worked pretty good. You can either have your foot at the bottom or all the way up, but don't put it on your knee. So. So lower that foot, and you want to bring up your other one. Again, you can have it down here, or you can, I usually just give it a little extra help to get it positioned where I would like it, but this one seems to want to be down here today, so I'll let it go down there, since, I told you it can be either one. So now we're going to do, trying to remember, my brain just went, just do warrior one. So I'll step forward when I'm doing it here. You're going to step forward with the right foot, okay, and go into a lunge. Your left foot will be at about a 45-degree angle. Everything else is aimed straight ahead of you. If you happen to be on a mat and your mat is going the long way, you'd be facing the short end of the mat. Is the way that it usually, because I'm usually my camera's usually over there, so you can usually see the whole thing, but I'm in the bedroom, so I'm coming straight ahead for you this time, so you might not be able to see as well, so that's why I'm trying to describe where my feet are. So a nice wide base, so, and then your knee should not pass your toes. Both feet are flat on the floor, and then you want to have your hands come up and over. Turn your hips so they're facing the long end of your mat if your mat was coming. I don't have a mat today. Just be looking to the right this is my right. And you're still in the lunge. Turn and come back up into where you would. I'm trying to figure out if I should. Yeah, I'm going to move this way just so that you could get it better. This is our warrior one position again, where you're in the lunge position. Hands are here, and then you're going to come forward, lifting this back leg, the left leg up. So you're making like a T with your body. Oh yeah, that was good. See, that happens sometimes. I was trying to get my foot further up and threw myself off. We're just gonna switch. That's why I said that was good to see. I make mistakes too, and I was trying to get that back leg up higher, to go forward further, and just threw myself off balance. So now left foot is forward, right foot is back at that 45-degree angle. You're gonna face forward and hands up. Turn your hips. And I know I'm going to be to my back to you, but go into warrior two. Back into your warrior one, and we're going to go into warrior three. Try to do this without falling over. gonna do the wide feet spread apart, and we're gonna do our forward bend. So we're just gonna come down again, touching your as far down, like if you can get to your forearms, that would be a good place. I can't usually quite get my forearms all the way down, but I'm gonna spread my legs a little further. Come back up. Ooh, I got back up. My legs are really far apart, and I was able to get down, relax enough to touch my forearms, and then wasn't sure I'd get back up. So, all right, now we're gonna do the chair pose. I'm gonna face this way so you can see. We're doing 90 degrees, because it's pretty much a squat. You wanna just sit back, and both your hips and your knees are at 90 degrees, and your hands come up. Now bring your back. I'm going to do my right foot first, and just hold your foot just around try to turn so you guys can see where it is. Hold your foot, so the middle of your foot at like the arch. Just to give yourself a nice stretch. Still holding on. Back, put that down. So you can see again, I'm wobbly, but I did not grab a hold of anything in time. Came close to it. But if you can't, that's okay. I don't want you hurting yourself, but try and hold it a little longer each time, or have a wall there so you can, feel comfortable to put your hand. But what I try to do is focus on something as you're looking down, because it helps. Okay, so let's do our left. Onto that left foot. Here's a nice stretch. So that was our yoga for today. I went a little bit beyond because of the trouble I had that I had to take time to explain, because I know it's harder to see when I'm in a tighter space. So I hope you have a wonderful day and try and get those steps in and do yoga or some other activity, because we're staying active every day this year. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.